down.
Were you able to enter their mind palace?
Yes,
yeah.
they're calming them down.
Yeah, I'm just hugging Nelon.
Psionic mom is calming them down.
Also, just if you are curious, if you failed, you'd get 14d10.
Yeah, I kind of assume, but
And if you rolled critical 1, I will roll max. I will be rolling. It will be crit max damage.
just instantly, just go disappear. All right. Well, I am here. I calm them down. Like even in the psionic mind, I kind of I want to do the thing where you like make all the kids lay down comfortably and just like tend to them. And as soon as I feel that they are more calm and like I can leave them to rest, I would like to be like, okay, Trent, let's check that wound and try to do a medicine check.
He will only move a little bit so that you're able to do it. she's still holding the kids.
They just need to rest now. They'll be fine.
Yeah, it will be a DC 15 medicine check.
Gerard, do you know Elvish?
No.
Okay. Then no one is able to understand what she is muttering to herself.
Of all the things for me to know, Sylvan would definitely not be one of them.
I will put it in chat for Shadow to know.
There you go.
No, Hanami knows.
Yeah,
but
remember
are you there?
I mean, if I'm not there, then I guess I would never be back with you. So.
I mean, for the simplicity and for my sanity, I would imagine that Hanami noticed that, running away from the Silver Knights, but also like realizing, oh, hey, my friends are also like disengaging, retreating.
Yeah.
So Hanami would like fly down after it becomes apparent that you managed to escape from the Silver Knights, and it becomes apparent that they are not pursuing you.
Is that in Elvish for everyone else?
No. You just typed it out.
I'm pissed. What the fuck?
You need to choose your language.
I did.
Drop down.
I did. I'm angry.
Oh.
Gets wrecked.
It did it again. Okay, never mind. Fucking screw it.
Wrecked.
Fries infinitely.
You have to be.
Hold on. I don't have solution, but I have an explanation. Because there are no tokens on the map on this background.
Get wrecked.
Cries.
Silly person.
All right.
There. Fucking anger.
Why am I here all of a sudden?
Oh, we're all here.
Angry.
No, you.
Oh, you.
So, I have a reminder and a question. Reminder that the reason why you were on that crossroads in the first place was that you were following the road, and that crossroads, that path downwards that you would be going through, was leading deeper in towards the tomb of the last bandit lord. And now I remembered, I apologize for forgetting. I remembered I should have mentioned what you actually... Technically, you didn't had too much time to observe that road to the south. But in a moment, Fruit would have been able to notice that there were a few bodies, very charred, burned, that were placed, not like a blockade, but across the road that was leading down. A few of them were placed in a pyre. One or two of them, they were crucified. But you have a strong feeling that it's not really a religious symbology, more like a threatening like a warning.
Hmm.
And my question would be, what do you want to do? As in, are you trying to find a way around, like go through, more wild areas to reach the destination right now, or do you take a stop? Do you try to rest?
Hmm. I am in no state to make any decisions.
We should go around. It's not worth fighting them again. It's really not.
I mean, what is telling us that their full tomb is like full filled with them? Like, if they're here, there's always a chance that the entire place is filled with the Silver Knights.
When I say go around, I mean we're going around. We're going away from here. We don't need to be here.
So you mean going
I mean,
away, not
dropping
going
it.
around?
That's
Going away,
yeah, that's,
going around, whatever works.
because we went off the trail to get here. So yeah.
Get back on the trail. We're getting back on the trail.
Yeah, we should go back in the trail. That's my vote.
I mean, yeah, you were going on like the Golden Trail, and that crossroads was, would have led you down.
Oh, I need to recheck all of my spells.
Did you not accidentally give yourself a spell like from an earlier level or something?
I realize I'm missing 7 spells.
That always happens.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm dumb.
That's
I need to. Sorry, I need to like. You're gonna be jumping. I need to like, because I've screwed up with. Yeah, music. Sorry. I mean, if you want, you can absolutely try to find. Like, if you still want to go towards the tomb, you are still free to do so, and perhaps try to find a different way around. Maybe not following the beaten path. Maybe go through more wilder areas. It's up to you, really.
So what does Drew think? Because I think the kids do not need to go through that again.
Nope.
The Silver Knights are horrible. So I will much rather just get back on the path and leave.
And he goes up to the cart. It's like tapping on the seat, ready for Gerard to sit beside him. On the road again. But yeah, Hani's fine with sticking with Beatrix and going with the idea of just back on the road. We're heading west.
Going to California. Gold Rush.
Yeah, just as a reminder, there was an idea that perhaps the tomb will have, well, either some loot and or potentially some information regarding the sanctuary, if it exists, where and whatnot. But again, it is up to you. If from this encounter you believe that it might not be worth it,
There's no way for us to determine if it's even worth it at this point because
That's your goal.
we death. That's all we experienced there.
Shadow.
yeah,
This is a case of where it's like, hey, there's no signs or no definitive proof, and there's more worrisome. It's the unknown known thing. So no matter what, even if you're saying this, it's like, nah, it doesn't make sense for us to do that. So we're going back on the road.
We're going back on the road.
I understand what you're doing as a DM to DM, but it's like, yeah, it's clear we're sticking to the road.
I'd be fine with going back in from a different angle, but
Yeah.
Says the very weak and tired
hee hee
brood.
ha ha.
There's
I would never.
there's at other DM.
German,
Yeah,
you're dying. Oh
What
wait,
if-
no,
what
I
if-
do not.
Okay,
I
wait.
heal you.
What if we just flew
Again,
really
sorry.
high, Hanami and me, just really high, and we just go check it out? Just make sure. Maybe
Because
it's
it's a
worth it.
cave, right?
We fly really
With the-
high to get to the cave.
Just to
I
see
get that.
they are there. Like, just scout
Yeah,
a
okay.
place for us to go through. But even then, we have a cart full of kids that can nuke someone.
Only if they're traumatized enough.
No matter what we'll have, if we do this, we'll have to split the party.
Beatrix, if you want, you can either roll insight or arcana or perception of your choice. This is about the kids.
But do you want?
Okay, with a 21, you have a feeling that this, while it was an outburst, it's like something cracked, something changed. And it was not a... It's a pebble that starts an avalanche in the future.
Don't keep doing it.
Essentially, this is not just like one-time thing, or no, this is not something that it's going to happen rarely when they get super upset. This incident started a process. That's what Patrick feels.
Oh, God.
Find the picture.
All right. Let's think. We still don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're doing. We wanted to check the bandit place. If you want to go fly and check what it is, I will stay with the kids. Just to make sure they don't go crazy again. Obviously, I'm not going to say it like that, but I'm just out of character.
Under me, you want to go flying with me?
You're taking her room, right?
I have wings.
How long do they last? Because it's a
Oh,
day's
they're-
travel through each of these windows.
They're built into me. They're like legs.
I know. Okay, I was just wondering if it's like it's just like you fly for an hour or something. Like a
No,
class
there's
or
no
whatever.
rules regarding tiefling wings, if I'm not mistaken. Like that.
Okay.
Let me check.
Yeah. Okay.
Worth a check, at least. Self-imposed rule. Here we go. Character builder, race, variant, wing. Yep, nope, there's no rules regarding how long I can fly for. I can just fly.
Okay. So we're gonna spend the next 2 days, you and I, going down south to see this cave.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
Guys trip.
Friend trip. Let's go with that. But I was gonna say, we're okay with splitting the party for essentially 4 feasible encounters. Just to be clear. And I don't just mean us. I mean them too. The people with the cart. That would be like the same idea, right?
You know, it's splitting the party. Hashtag worst choice we'll make.
Okay. Honey just looks at you and looks back at the cart, looks at the kids, looks at you, and is like, I mean, all right. And then it's like, let's go. And then they just start flying off and waiting for you, like, in
I'm
speed.
coming. I'm right behind you. I'm not.
think they travel like twice as fast as you is the only issue.
Look, all right, I have 30 feet of standard movement. I can at least sprint to 60.
You have a 50-foot
I
fly
know, my-
speed. You can
100
fly 150 in a turn.
Ooh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Gerard, you
Anami
can.
can go one. Well, okay.
His fly speed's 50.
Oh,
He
yeah,
has
that's right.
a
It is.
bonus action that he can dash
Yeah.
if he really needs to, but main action he can at least go 100 feet, which is
Yeah, okay.
your broom can go 80.
I can keep up. We go.
No, my broom only goes 50. It doesn't go 80.
It goes 40, so 40 and then main action dash would be another 40, so 80.
I know. I'm saying my broom only goes 50, and then I do. Yeah, it would be 150 as well.
Mhm.
Just
So we're going at the exact same speed.
yeah.
Noom.
Okay.
Okay,
Give
so
us those rolls. Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
let's deal with Beatrix and Fruit. Because I assume as the other two went away, you are trying to basically find a secure, safe spot where you can hide. Is
Mhm.
that correct? All right. I assume Beatrix will be helping you. So whoever like decide who helps and who makes the main roll, because I will need definitely stealth, possibly also survival checks. They can both be with advantage, because of the
I think I
assist.
have a better check than yours, because I have a +9 to stealth and I have a +10 to survival. Beatrix.
All right. Yeah, I'll just help.
All right. As the day passes, you are able to find yourselves secure, hidden spot hidden by the nature, along since abandoned small hunting shack, like not even next to the trail, but slightly deeper into the land, hidden by bushes and trees, a small rocky hill. And while the sounds of a distant storms and fighting and other horrors, the echoes still persist, nothing assails you during the day, during the time while you are left alone.
Yeah.
Gonna forward for Hanami and Gerard. You don't need survival because you roughly know the direction where you need to fly, and I'm gonna say with on your current level and with the skills you have, like you have basic idea of cardinal directions. Plus, as you continue to fly, there is emanation, like very small, so nothing that I would need to put on the map. But there's this glow that begins to manifest on the horizon the closer you are getting towards the tomb. Actually, let me yeah, the are too large for this particular map. The sickly greenish bluish glow, which tells you might be following in the right direction. But flying, while it helps you avoid dangers on the surface, and you see that there are some rivers, definitely plenty of forests and dirt paths beaten through it. We are also noticing that quite often, or rather generally speaking, there is an eerie, odd atmosphere, and more often than not, these forests that are surrounding the location of the tomb, they are covered in mists. And also, you can roll, both Hanami and Gerard can roll perception checks.
Receive.
Gerard, you can
With a
roll as
natural
well.
one.
Ah. Gerard doesn't have too
I
much luck trying to spot whatever.
I didn't bring my goggles. I can barely
movement.
see.
Plus, as mentioned in the previous days and weeks, the weather conditions and the skies are not really the best in terms of weather, and they are not the best for your health. However, Hanami, you are able to tell two things. One, you do not see, you are unable to spot any more of these silver fox. However, second thing, from time to time, you do notice some movement, but it doesn't give you vibes of living beings. There are like groups of humanoid shapes, but some of them seem more like shambling forwards instead of walking. Knowing what you know, what you heard, because you do have the some of your past history checks and you exchange knowledge, you would be imagining that there are undead walking about.
Hmm.
Rolling
We
a
should make
wisdom?
sure what exactly they are. Hanami starts flying down into the mist.
Okay. Well, concern, but I guess we're going down.
Both of you, not only for this specific situation, but like generally when you're like scouting, please give me also a stealth check. And this is
See.
not only from the ground situation.
That I can do. I can stealth. Okay, whatever, Hanami.
They might be undead. I'm not sure though. They say that to you while they're flying down.
Well.
Yes, as you take a moment to perch on one of the trees and observe the incoming group, you see. Actually, let me put that in.
I don't have that. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there we go.
We
You
should
see,
leave.
barely like regular looking skeletons with like short bow and short sword. However, the two ones that are leading them, obviously they are also undead, but they are striking a much more imposing and dangerous figures. And they seem to be almost like patrolling as they're like going through this beaten path. However, you rolled good enough stealth that they would be not noticing you.
Maybe unsave Gerard.
As you continue to
Maybe.
observe on the ground, no signs of the Silver Knights.
Yeah, but organized undead, also horrible sign.
Yeah. Can Hanami do like a something religion check or something as to why there'd be, I don't know, a bunch of undead patrolling somewhere?
I mean, sure, if you want, you can roll it.
I'm assuming necromancy.
You did reveal information that some rumors indicate that the tomb might have become, or rather, you might be thinking that the tomb might have become a nexus of necromantic energy. And I believe some of you threw theories, I'm not sure if in character or out of character, that there might be necromancers involved. But this is
I think
like
Captain said that.
yeah, this is a theory. With a 15, considering what you've learned before and what you were like brainstorming about, if the tomb is an excess of necromantic energy, oh wow, that's not another natural one.
When I start rolling bad, all I do is roll bad.
It is possible that there might be some guiding intelligence, some corrupt presence behind these undead. And the tomb might be the source of it.
Hmm.
Those,
I think the only way we can
silvery-
confirm this information is by getting closer
right, before we get closer, though.
to the tomb.
The Silvery Knights. I know. Those Silvery Knights, when they attacked us, they said they'd bring salvation by killing the orphans. It's weird that they aren't here trying to wipe this out, too, huh? Right?
Maybe they've made some kind of allegiance with a necromancer?
Well, then that gives us less reason to be here. And then Harvey just starts flying away.
No, you stay. Grab the broom.
Yeah.
We gotta verify before we do anything else. We gotta check the cave out.
Yeah, Harvey will look reluctantly and be like, okay. And then just
Fuck.
start, flying to find the cave entrance, I suppose.
Actually, yeah, still going into another day. I'll say this, because you are flying, you probably journey slightly into the evening, and that feeling that the sky is not right, the stars are not right, is very strong while traveling up in the air. Those stealth checks you rolled before, they are enough to avoid meeting something that mortal mind was not supposed to ever see or comprehend.
Beholder.
And no space eldritch tentacle doesn't grab you from the sky and rip you apart. I mean, what? But the tension and pressure, the sense of unease, definitely accompanies you in the back of your head. No matter how courageous you feel, something primal is being struck at your soul. As you continue the journey, the DC will not be high. It's DC 12, but both Hanami and Gerard, please give me sanity check. Sanity saving throw.
Oh.
Gotcha. Save me, cloak. Cool.
I said DC 12. Both of you managed to pass.
Well, this isn't a very good explanation as to the situation.
Oh, it's not.
Big concerns.
And you are able to. I'm gonna. Yeah, because it started on 22. Or, yeah. Reach the location of the tomb. Probably because you are scouting from the sky. Locating the source of the glow is easy. And even though you are not clerics or paladins, you can imagine the stench of necromancy, of negative energy that emanates from this place. The cold mists are a constant. They are constantly being spread throughout the area. You can see some ruins, or rather, like barrow-like on one of the barrows, something akin to ruins, but there is no Actually, no, this version has changed. You are able to see main entrance, you supposed. A freshly made gate out of wood and bones, from which a sickly green light emanates all the time. And of course, there's a lot of undead activity all around that area.
This confirms that there's still activity here.
Hmm. So there's nothing going on, you said?
Sorry, there is a lot of undead activity in there. However, as you continue to observe, I mean, activity as in you see, undead shambling around. Some of them maybe doing some kind of work, raising some basic structures, but while it gives some sense of organization, it also doesn't give you an idea that, oh, hey, this is like whoever is controlling it is preparing an army to move out. It doesn't give you that vibe.
Maybe we should go in?
If you will be attempting to
Winks
go
at
in,
you.
I will need another stealth checks, and they will have higher DC.
Looks at Hanami. Thoughts? Is this worth it now that we're confirming massive amounts of undead? Well, not massive,
Gotta
but
do
amounts
another
of
wisdom
undead.
check. I know. It seems a little dangerous, don't you think? I mean, I'm fine with following you, but it just seems could be harrowing.
I don't know if that 5 would tell me to do something stupid or do something smart. I'm gonna be real.
I usually roll when it's lower. It's worse decisions for personally.
Yeah, I agree with that. We're rolling stealth.
Yeah, honey, roll stealth with you. Okay.
Thrud, like cut scene,
Mhm.
like camera cut to Thrud, just like trying to calm down from a panic attack while these two are being like little fucking creatures.
Something's wrong in the force.
My
Is
spider
19
senses.
enough?
No.
I'll fine. I'll try again. I'll use a lucky. Never mind. I rolled even worse, and I'm stuck with that roll.
Mm-hmm.
Bum 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 bananas.
Here's what's gonna happen, because out of character, this is really not good idea to approach this location, deal with this location as a split party. However, as a compromise, I will give two things: a reward and a prize. Reward, because Hanami's check was good enough. Hanami will be able to get Gerard out of danger when shit hits the fan, but not without Gerard sustaining an injury.
Okay.
A lingering injury. I'm gonna roll for it
Okay.
in a moment. And for Hanami, Samal, if you want to ask the other party like above the board, you are fine to do so, because essentially as a reward, question to Hanami is, what is the most vital knowledge Hanami gets from this scouting? In other words, what do you want me to ask about? What do you want to know about this location?
Hey, group, I think the information, and I could be wrong here, is we're trying to figure out, clues to the safe haven, whether it exists or doesn't. But if you have any opinion or side questions to ask or something that might be more important, feel free to, weigh in. Unless I'm muted. I'm not muted.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, I was just make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts?
My thoughts are do whatever you must. This is really funny, and I am not putting the kids in danger yet. So,
We're allowed to.
yes, words.
We're allowed. We're allowed to ask the party.
Mhm.
Hanami
Mhm.
was allowed to ask the party
Mhm.
if that is the most important information that we want to know from the scouting thing.
I mean,
Yes.
Okay.
That's not an answer.
I
That
just
was me
wanted confirmation.
agreeing that yes. You can...
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so the thing is, as soon as my character is not there, I dissociate because I'm like, I don't want to remember this because I could metagame. Do you see what I'm saying? I have no idea what has been happening on your scouting trip. I've been sitting here drinking tea and zoning out into the distance because I'm like, I don't want to metagame. I'm just going to dissociate. Turns on dissociation. What the fuck are you asking me?
We went into a tunnel. I messed up
Yes.
my stealth check.
Yes, saw that.
The because Hanabi did so good on his stealth, and we went so deep with the fun fact.
Yep.
With the fun fact finding mission.
Yep.
That we're being rewarded with the ability to ask one question to receive information. We're trying to determine what that question is.
I would ask, is there information here that will lead us to salvation?
salvation.
That's what I would ask.
That's exactly what I was asking.
Yeah, that's what I
you're
asked because
great.
that's like our ultimate goal.
All right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be my question though, Shadow.
All right. From your journeys, from everything that you have learned so far, and the scope of the danger, even if you think that your characters may not be the smartest, like intelligence-wise or wisdom-wise, logic dictates that whatever place that can offer you salvation, if it exists, it has to be magical in nature. You don't believe there is any mundane fortress that can withstand what is coming. And Nexus of Necromantic Energy, necromancy, while horrible and vile, it is magic. And from the history and the things that you have like heard from the past, you don't think like the base of the Bandit Lord was magical in nature inherently. Maybe they had, probably Fruit would know that they employed some spellcasters in their ranks as mercenaries, but they were not like magical army, so to speak. And yet, this is a nexus of necromantic energy now. And sure, part of it is probably due to wild magic, weird shit going on. But, and Fluff is explaining the good result. You are able to locate something that looks like a workshop slash laboratory slash den of a spellcaster. Most likely necromancer. Someone that not only delves into the matters of life and death, but also probably does a lot of research. You are able to glimpse just for a moment something that looks like a library. And those places usually have knowledge. I mean, like a library, like basically research place. So whatever this necromancer is doing, perhaps they have like research notes and whatnot. So, in short, the above the board answer to that question is yes. The Tomb of the Last Bandit Lord can definitely offer you information regarding salvation. However, before you are able to basically explain why you do not just straight up get the knowledge out of it, because Hanami has to bail Gerard out of trouble and prevent, after the alarm is raised, prevent both of them from getting killed and escape as quickly as possible.
I mean, can I just surrender? Is that an option? Can I just be like hands in the air?
Surrender means death.
Dead?
Okay, never mind. Not
Yeah,
an
I was
option.
gonna say.
Hanami, save me. Hand in air.
However,
Let's go.
Gerard do be getting lingering injury of
I'm as cool as through down.
necromantic proportion.
Let's just. Oh. Would this affect the scenario?
Oh no.
Because this feels like a very. This could affect the scenario kind of
Mm.
effect.
Are we willing to redo that?
In
No,
that
I think it's funny.
In that specific, I mean,
Well,
be fair,
it's fine.
to be fair, yes, but I was mostly looking for something that okay, you get hit with it, and then it's like a it's something to deal with in the like
Time.
near future.
Yeah.
maybe like we roll a D100 and on like a 50% chance the lingering injury will then show up in the worst possible form. We just make it a time burst
I think
effect.
just a normal reroll of the injury would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just a
You're
classic
plagued by the
reroll.
lingering stench of rotting flesh. It clings to you and you
Yeah.
have
We don't do many
disadvantage
charisma
on.
check.
I don't really do anything charisma wise other than deception, so this is fine.
Yeah,
This might affect.
Stinky, get in a bath.
That's pretty much it. Okay.
all right.
Okay.
So, running like hell, you fly away from this tomb of the last bandit lord, and over the course of 2 days, make your way back to the others, which I think, if I didn't fuck up the math, it should be something like this. So in short, 2 days there, 2 days back. Essentially, 4 rations went. You went through 4 rations, each one of you.
What's what happening? What we doing? We doing math? We doing math homework? Pulls out calculator.
4 rations. That's not hard math.
I have 5 rations, so I'll just have one to myself.
Yeah.
You're recovering.
All in your
And?
case. I mean, after 2 days of like long resting, because the treatment was successful, essentially the lingering injury went away. Because successful treatment reduced it by 4 days, and you rolled 3 initially. So yeah, that was treated. And after the first day, you long rested, you were like full HP. So in case of Batrix and Fruit, you could do survival check to do some hunting if you don't want to.
Sure. Never mind.
You get, let's say, first day on resting. You get 2 more rolls, and I will tell you how much you can roll for number of rations. Okay. You can roll 4d2. Actually, yeah. So
7.
over the course of the 3 days, because the first one was spent on resting, you managed to hunt enough to get 7 rations worth of food.
Alrighty. So I'll just add 2 then, because 5 were used, right?
Right?
And then I'll use 1 for myself, so 6. Or no, it
Mhm.
would be
Inches on a mushroom.
doing math. That would be it for. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. After for you, Batrix and Fruit, after 4 days of long, tense waiting and constantly scanning the area, making sure that nothing dangerous approaches you, you finally see Hanami and Gerard coming back. And when they reach you, you do realize that Gerard is kind of stinky.
I'm sorry, okay?
How are the Hive kids doing after they awake from unconsciousness?
Apart from Nalan, most of them didn't speak much. So far, unless you tried to like engage them in conversation, they became even more like less speaking. Like actually,
She would definitely.
that's the question.
engage.
Yes, are you trying to engage in conversation? Okay.
Absolutely. She would ask them if they are feeling okay. Like if they're
Okay.
feeling well and stuff.
So this is a funny thing happening. So they always stick together. I mean, now like can be like a little bit away, but the other 4, they always stick together. Now they are like almost inseparable. And when you like engaging them in conversation, it's like you ask one of them a question, but when they answer, all of them answer. And it's like this weird, creepy thing of one person starts, the other continues, and the next one finishes sentence. And it's like there's like no breaks. It's like very smoothly passing through.
Third is just like, this is what it must be like for people who have quintuplets.
I'm not sure about that.
She doesn't know. She's just like, haha, I love my kids.
And I know Fruit, but I'm just gonna check for Beatrix. What's your passive perception? 14. Beatrix, if you want, you can roll perception. Fruit will get that for like due to the passive perception. Sadly, probably you will. Beatrix will realize after Fruit points that out, because Fruit, you spend a lot of the time with the kids, and you know how they look, and you realize that their eye color changed. And they all have the same eye color now, which is light shade of purple.
Yeah, I'd point it out. Is there anything I can do to be like, oh, I might know what this is? I assume not, but I was asking just in case.
You? Not really, sorry.
You're good.
Beatrix, on
I
the other
figured.
hand.
I definitely will, and I would like to enter mind space just to make sure I can like doubly check.
Okay. And you, and I'm gonna give that without roll. So I vaguely recall that how I initially described their connection, the Hive kids, that it's more of a subconscious thing. So it's not really like a psionic stuff. But this traumatic experience essentially made it that yes, they are truly a hive mind.
Well, we tried to keep them separate, but do I detect any way to reverse that?
In this current time, there are a lot of weird things happening, and a lot of things are malleable and wild. And to quote a certain well-known DM, you can certainly try. Are you ready to pay the consequences if you fail?
You failed to figure that out.
You may
Is it
attempt to roll, but the DC will not be small.
I'd rather not do it right now.
me taking a bath in the river? Explosion up the hill?
Kaboom.
All right. But yeah, yeah, Matrix like definitely has something to think about. Other than that, emotionally wise, as I said, outwards they seem pretty muted and more closed off. They still follow you. They still like listen to your like if you say hide, they hide. They don't cause issues to you. They just gained. They become a little more. Well, not you. Some other people would say creepy, but well.
That's it. We're having a powwow with them. Make them sit in a circle. We're having a conversation.
Hey, listen.
Hmm.
You can't call them creepy when I have bug carapace on my skin.
When did this happen?
It's how I am. I'm a super soldier
yeah.
made in a tube. I have
I have-
carapace armor all over myself.
I have a giant bumblebee with me, and I can speak to people in their minds.
My
Okay.
hands are like fucking claws. Like
right.
literal claws.
Aside from the crazy people, walks up
Literally
to
every one of
children.
us is great.
Why? Why are we like this? Why are we being quiet and weird? And what happened? What explain to me why all of a sudden you barely speak to us? We were like buddies.
We still are. Yeah, I can't like quickly switch between the voices, but essentially think that every word, every second word, they like the mouth speaking switches, and it's like to in character ears, it's like seamless.
Rise?
We are
No,
still
no.
we are still coming to terms with what happened. That we are we, not I. But we are still grateful. We would still follow you if you would have us.
No, no. Okay. Well, that's you guys are fine. But it's okay to talk to us, you know? It's not good to keep those things inside. It makes it harder to deal with. I don't care if you're a we. Now that you've become one mental entity, that means that you have to talk to us because you can't internalize that together. That's even worse.
We wanted to focus and contemplate. We would not want to lose control like we did the first time. If we have control, we have power. If we have power, we can be helpful to you.
Okay. Looks at the other party members.
You went
Well, we're
scouting,
gonna bring
yes. Were you successful? Will we be going there next, or are we following the trail?
Look at the party.
Thrud
Help.
looks really sad. Can I make an insight check? Because I have a feeling that they've suppressed their personalities in order to be more effective.
Or avoid the trauma.
That too.
Alright, go for it. Trauma definitely plays a big part in it. However, you do get a feeling that portion of it, of this like collective consciousness identity, it's not a defensive mechanism, it's a change that just happened. However, with that check, they are we, yes, but you are able to pick just barely some hints and clues that very like few bits of their like individual identity from like expressions, body language. They might still be somewhere there, but you know, repressed and pushed deep within.
He's gonna look at Beatrix for a moment, and like walk over to her and try to pull her aside.
I'll follow.
They'll whisper to you like, "How important is it for these guys to be with us?"
The kids?
Gesturing at the triplets. Yeah, they're gesturing at the triplets.
There's 5 kids, not 3.
Oh, I thought it was. Sorry.
Quintuplets.
Yes. Beatrix will say, I want them to leave. To live as in like stay alive. I want them to stay alive. Trud is definitely attached to them. And at least the way I see it, for me, what will we be if we just leave them to die? There's been many times where we could have just left each other behind to die and escape.
Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
No, that's it.
Okay. Hanmi will sigh deeply and be like, "All right, let's hit the trail, huh?" And let's just like start heading on the road to the west and the northwest. Because
Alright.
Hanmi feels like it's safer to just make sure the kids are fine, and it doesn't seem like there's a way to make sure they're safe in the situation of us going there or leaving them here or anything. So
Yeah. The problem is that
It's
they're
one of
not gonna
those-
be safe at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. We got to find a place that we actually are fine with dropping them off at, and then having to come back. Otherwise, this is a case of you guys constantly risking them, and then ourselves risking our lives again for them.
Yeah. Oh, let's find a place.
All right, so long story short, you are planning. Obviously, you will be trying to find a path, like avoid the crossing with the Silver Knights, and then return, like keep pushing
Yeah.
west along the Golden Trail, or that's the plan of the party.
Yes.
Or
That's what I understood, at least.
And anyone else can, argue, etc. Yeah.
yeah, because that you do know both like in character, actually out of character, because I'm not sure if in character Hanami said that hey, Tomb might has the knowledge we seek, but
I mean, Gerard would know. Like, Hanami would have explained that to Gerard on the way back. But it's up to Gerard if he wants to butt in or say anything. But otherwise, Hanami is just like, yeah, let's just make sure they're safe.
Do you have thieves' cant?
Oh, yeah. Like, you and I don't remember if Through does.
I don't think Drew does, but has conversation
I
with
was
you in thieves'
confused.
cant. We shouldn't tell them just straight up because that place is just way too dangerous. We will just straight up die.
I'll nod and just like, all right. and under their breath, you'll hear. Actually, this will be in their own different language. I
Yeah, we're
guess.
having a
This is something
conversation in Thieves' Game.
No, I get that. They're gonna say something that you wouldn't even understand. They'll like switch languages.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta put my token on the field. Yeah, I have to put my token on the field so that it processes correctly. Shadow, you can delete afterwards.
Hmm. Okay. So yeah, you'll be going alongside the Golden Trail. I'm gonna be nice and say that knowing what you can expect, you are able to avoid the Silver Knight checkpoint at the crossroads, and will continue your.
I just want to leave him a nice note. I just want to say,
Continue your
next time I
journey.
see you, I'm peeing down your throats.
Hmm.
Decapitate their head,
Hmm.
desecrate their bodies.
So okay. Okay, I saw that, so I'm related that. I know. All right, and with that, as you are, will be following the path. We're gonna call it for today. And I'm gonna say, technically speaking,
Good session.
it was mostly running out. Like, I understand rightfully because it was like above deadly encounter. You still had a chance, like you had the chance to deal with it. You still like didn't take like any like permanent lingering injury, but it's understandable. But even though with the escape, but also due to the later actions and finding that knowledge, even though you decided not to act on it, which Tomb is a dangerous place. I'll be nice and say that all of this grants you the 2 remaining milestone points that you would need to level up to level 11.
Well,
Yay!
I will now be multi-classing for my third class. And we will now be a ranger.
We've got so many ranger gamers.
I mean, it's fair because I did say at the very start that hey, perception, survival, and stealth are like good skills to invest in.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be picking undeads as my favorite enemy.
Fair
And
point.
I will now learn to speak Sylvan.
Things about like Howling Bars and
God.
Whispering Forest. Yeah, those are fair points and good choices.
Cool.
Alright. Goodbye, gamers. I must rest from Siki.
Yeah, rest,
Oh, go feel better.
rest well, JP.
Thank you.
Happy Turkey
Goodbye,
Day.
gamers.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the
Yeah.
session.
Mhm.
Yeah, see
Bye.
ya
Yeah.
next week, I suppose.